Welcome back, folks. Steve Adubato here, the New Jersey Hall of Fame. You know, it's an important organization. The people who get inducted into it from all different fields, from public service, arts and entertainment, arts and letters, enterprise, all kinds of areas. It's a really interesting organization, and the chairman of the board is with us right now. Jon Hanson is chairman of the New Jersey Hall of Fame. Good to see you, Jon.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
Jon, you know, as we do this program on the 22nd of October, you just finished, and I just watched the broadcast, a remote Hall of Fame ceremony. And I've also been there for and hosted part of the in-person Hall of Fame. How much different was it this year?
It's interesting you asked the question. We get more people saw the induction ceremony of the New Jersey Hall of Fame probably this year. They took the last 11 years. However, and that I think was nice for those people who were featured. I don't think it was the same for those who were also inducted, but who were just had their name mentioned in the picture, which leads us to what we're probably going to be thinking about doing, is do both in the future.
Describe that. What could that look like, Jon?
You could take the program. We've done this. I've been involved in the College Football Hall of Fame for about 30 years. You actually, you do the show, and if it's not on the same day, you edit it accordingly. So that's one way. Or you could just do the whole thing live. You do the show what you're featuring, but you make sure that everyone feels, gee, I'm in the Hall of Fame. I was recognized. They don't necessarily, all the people would not be on the television set, as you may have seen. I think sure. we inducted 26 people, and that you couldn't possibly have that much television time.
You know, it's so amazing, Jon, how many people, just let me throw some names at you, right, folks, watching right now. And by the way, the website for the New Jersey Hall of Fame will be put up as we speak to Jon Hanson, the chairman of the Hall of Fame right now. Go on that website to find out more about the folks who have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. But just this past year, check this out. One of my favorite all-time actors, Danny Aiello. John Amos, another great, remember Good Times? Roots, John Amos. Anne Hathaway, Cissy Houston. I remember I interviewed Cissy Houston when Whitney Houston was inducted after her passing. And it just goes on here. Flip Wilson. How about public service? Sister Jane Brady over at St. Joseph's. She's connected to St. Joseph's Health. Rick Barry, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Jerry Cooney, a great boxer. How about Eli Manning for the Giants, Super Bowls? So many other people, including Stephen Crane. I'm born and raised in Newark. Stephen Crane Village, an extraordinary writer. How the heck do you and your colleagues, the staff, Jon, and the judges, how do you make the determination as to who's nominated and who's selected?
Not an easy process. There are many people who are not in the Hall of Fame that I believe eventually will be in the Hall of Fame. What we tried to do this year was, since we know we had limited time, go back and look at some people, and the one or two that I thought of that got inducted this year. Former Governor Driscoll. For all the young people in this state, we probably would not have had the New Jersey Turnpike if it were not for Governor Driscoll.
Who else did you have on that list that you talked about?
Well, Mort Pye. Do you remember Mort Pye?
How about the great editor of the Star Ledger for many, many years, that Mort Pye?
That is that Mort Pye, and I can remember when I was involved with the New Jersey Sports Authority, you want to get something done in this state, especially in the middle end, you went to see Mort Pye. And so he is someone that probably should have been in some years ago. So the answer is, it is very difficult to honor everyone. You need to do it somewhat like baseball does. You need an old timers committee that probably looks at it every 10 years or so and see if we miss somebody that should be in there. But so it's difficult because we've had some very outstanding citizens here in New Jersey, people born in New Jersey, and I'm happy to see candidly that Eli not only won here for the Super Bowl with the Giants in New Jersey, but he's staying to live in New Jersey. So I think that's a good testament to us.
It sure is. John, in the time we have left, let me ask you something. Are you ever surprised at how many well-known, impactful, and influential people are from New Jersey?
That you did not know. You know,
You didn't know.
you didn't know that they were from New Jersey. I mean, Jack Nicholson is a good case. I mean, he didn't make his fame in New Jersey. And that's one of the things that's important. If you're born in New Jersey, you're qualified to be in the Jersey Hall of Fame. And if you made your stripes in New Jersey, but weren't born here, you're qualified to be in the Jersey Hall of Fame. Well,
John, let me just say this. I know many media entities, including our partners at NJT, were involved as media partners. And I just want to say this. We'll continue at our not-for-profit production company, the Caucus Educational Corporation, to feature the work that you and your colleagues are doing at the New Jersey Hall of Fame, because the more people that know about it and go on your website and learn more, the better it is for the state. Jon Hanson, the chairman of the New Jersey Hall of Fame. John, I want to thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. All the best, John.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Adubato. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by Delta Dental of New Jersey, NJM Insurance Group, TD Bank, United Airlines, PSC&G, St. Joseph's Health, the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, and by Caldwell University. Promotional support provided by NJ.com and by the New Jersey Business and Industry Association.
NJM Insurance Company has been serving New Jersey policyholders for more than 100 years. But just who are NJM's policyholders? They're the men and women who teach our children, the public sector employees who maintain our infrastructure, the workers who craft our manufactured goods, and New Jersey's next generation of leaders, the people who make our state a great place to call home. NJM, we've got New Jersey covered.